A man who doesn't have self-control, who doesn't immediately think about what the outcome would be if he acts on his impulses, is not a masculine man. He's actually a weak man. A man who has no self-control, not that doesn't have any internal principle of what's right and wrong. Let me tell you a story about the one time that I wanted to quit marijuana, and I did. And see, the fact is, whenever I had, and this was in high school, whenever I had a desire to join the Marines, I told myself to quit marijuana, and I did. I stopped smoking marijuana, and I had girls that were friends of mine, and they'd smoke weed around me because they were potheads just like me. But as soon as I stopped smoking weed, they were still smoking, but it's like they were more attracted to me because I had self-control. Right? They had more respect for me because I had self-control to not smoke weed. And so they respected that. And see, when a person who has self-control gets respect from a person that does that, that has self-control from his impulses. I had countless times where I'd say something and I'd keep my word, right? For instance, I told my family members that I wasn't going to drink all year this year, right? And one family member of mine actually said, "Oh, respect." You know? And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to drink anymore." And the reason why was because I thought that alcohol was just bad. I wanted to see my six-pack abs already, so that's the reason why I stopped drinking. But either way, if I wanted to see that happen, I would have to have self-control. I would have to have discipline over my urges, my impulses of eating fast food, smoking weed, and then eating fast food, or drinking alcohol, going out and drinking alcohol at parties and whatever. And when a person doesn't have self-control, he doesn't respect himself. He's not a masculine man because he's going against his principles. A man of principle is a masculine man. When a man says something, he's got everything and his word. But if he doesn't, he's not a masculine man. He's a weakling. He's a weak man. And I know too many weak men. Too many. And one thing is for sure is that one person does something and they expect the other person to do it as well. And so that's weak as well. Whenever you are drinking with your friend and they expect you to drink and you're not drinking and you're like, "Come on, it's only one beer." And then you start drinking with them because they're offering it for free, right? They're offering the blunt for free, right? And you do it because you're like, "Why the hell not?" And see, that's the problem. That just makes you weak as well, because now you're just following somebody. You're just following someone's footsteps on the path that they chose or choosing to go, and you want to follow them. And see, a masculine man does not do that. He does not do that. He does not go and follow somebody else's footsteps because they think it's cool. They think it's alright. It's no problem. Right? But it's not. It's degenerate. There's a time whenever I just couldn't stop. Just stop eating junk food. I couldn't stop drinking. I couldn't stop smoking because the reason why, because I was too emotional at the time. I was in my emotions. And see, I was a weak person. But then when I decided to put my foot down, I decided to be better for myself and give myself more respect. That's when I started to become more masculine, more of a man. And see, the problem is that us men, lots of lost men, lost boys, are lost in their emotions. They get too deep into their emotions, and then they try to suppress it with drugs, alcohol, video games, porn, all of it. And who knows what the problem is? Might be because of trauma, might be because of their breakup, might be because of their job loss. It could be a lot of factors, you know. But you as a man, you need to figure it out. There is no crying in the bathtub with a candle lit and some music playing, sad music playing. That's just weak, okay? You're gonna get on your phone, you're gonna get on your laptop and figure it out. Find out the solution to your problem. There's no going to the hospital and saying, oh, I'm depressed, I feel sad all the time, I need medication to be happy, because there's just no way I'm gonna be happy again. But that's just weak-minded. Okay, you're gonna get to work, you're gonna get on the phone, you're gonna get on the laptop and find out a way. You're gonna find a new job. If you have a job, you know, you lost your job, you're gonna find a new girl, you're gonna find something that will help with your problem, right? If it's trauma, then go find somebody to talk to, a therapist more likely. See, you can solve your problems. You can solve your problems on your own. There's somebody out there who has a solution to your problem. Anytime you have a problem, there is a solution. Because it wouldn't be a problem if there wasn't a solution. There is no problem solving it with a problem. That's just not going to happen. You're just going to make it worse, right? Because a problem is you drinking alcohol excessively because somebody broke up with you. Solving a problem with a problem won't work. It will just make things worse. You'll either be addicted to alcohol, or you somehow next week you start driving while under the influence, and you hit a whole car and there's a child in it and you kill the child, and that child's dead and you have to pay your fine for it. You're gonna go to prison for it. And see, that's what happens. You make a problem, you try to solve it with a problem, it just makes the problem worse. But you have to find a solution. Okay? And see, this is where self-control works in. When you control your emotions, you have self-control to control your impulses. You can control your mind, your body, and your spirit. And you can control your decisions from there on. So you won't ever have a problem. You will always have a solution when you start thinking about, okay, how do I control this? How do I have a decision? How do I come up with a decision about this problem? Then you start thinking about solutions. Take out your journal, start writing down. Hey, I gotta write this down. I'll fix this by doing this. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, and that's how you think. This is how you think. When you journal something, a problem, you come up with a solution. That's why when you have something on your mind and you can't get it out, you gotta start writing it down and then come up with a solution. Oh, you know what, this happened and I got, butt fucked from doing this and that, but I'm gonna fix it doing this. And then you solve the problem when you come up with a conclusion about why the problem happened and how the problem's going and how you solve the problem. Easy peasy. And see, you have to have self-control to not go and make the problem worse with another problem. And you have to have self-control in general for anything. Okay, this might be with arguments. This might be with somebody dissed you, somebody broke up with you, somebody fired you. You have to have self-control with your emotions. You always have to be polite, calm, and composed. a kid yesterday was actually really pissed off. He was pissed off with this other kid that was they were just fighting together, and he was just like, bye, bye, bye. That's why you a gay man. Bye. But see, that's hysterical. And I had to teach the kid, hey, look, you can never get your point across. A gay man, a hysterical man, or a woman. There's no point in arguing with them because there's just no point. All right, they're always right. There's just no point in arguing with them. But you as a man, you need to stay calm, composed, and patient, and polite. You have to be calm and composed in any argument, because you try to act out, you try to fight back, you'll only be seen as weak. And see, I have to teach this kid early on. And if I see it again, I'm gonna keep teaching these kids how to be calm and composed as a man, because this is a problem nowadays. Weak fathers are not teaching their kids how to be calm and composed, how to have self-control with their emotions, with their impulses, their negativity, it's all bundled up because they have no self-control. Their parents are not teaching them. The parents are over here watching Netflix, playing video games, watching movies. Their weak fathers are the millennials who are babied too much. They were babied too much, and they're not showing the right things to their kids. And that's why many kids are weak, because of their weak fathers, their weak parents. And so now we're going to turn the tables. Gen Z, I want all Gen Z to turn the tables and start manning up, start becoming more masculine and less feminine. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment,